Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Dance First, and this is a new biopic from director James Marsh that focuses on the life and times of Samuel Beckett, the Nobel Prize-winning literary genius, who in this film is portrayed as a young man by Fionn and later in life as Gabriel Byrne, and this film navigates through different aspects of Beckett's life, from being a, lively Parisian to being a resistance fighter in World War II, to later in life when he wins his Nobel Prize and gets himself caught in complicated relationships with women outside of his marriage. And all of these elements, there's a bit of a messiness in terms of how it's structured and how it's told from the screenplay that Neil Forsyth wrote based off of Beckett's own biography. And certainly there's moments where it gets overly philosophical. There's a lot of philosophical discussions in this film. It's just the approach I think that Beckett is as a human. But there's times where I feel like it's going to be alienating to the audience in terms of how buried it gets in terms of its headiness. But from a filmmaking standpoint, this is a gorgeously shot film. The black and white sequences are so rich and crisp and just beautiful to look at. The color sequences have so much texture and richness to the cinematography and how this film is shot. It's an engrossing visual experience. And I think the rhythms of its atmosphere and personality are also pulling you into it as well, with O'Shea and Byrne both giving very strong performances. I think Byrne in particular, who at times is playing like multiple versions of himself. And like those can be those elements that might be a little bit more alienating. But I did find some of those scenes really interesting and how they explored ideas and reinforced the themes and perspectives of Beckett and his journey through his life. You have Aidan Gillen, Littlefinger himself, playing James Joyce in the scenes where you have Beckett being a younger man, and I think Gillen gives a fantastic performance. A lot goes to some of the women, Maxine Peake and Brona Gallagher, and Sandrine Bonnier, who play some of the women in his life, who a lot of those characters are kind of saddled with like the suffering women and, this genius's life who's cheating on his wife and having mistresses and never really committing to them because like his wife. And I don't know if there's as much depth to them as characters, but the performances bring a lot of richness and make them engaging presences to watch on screen. I feel like this film has a lot of great pieces. I don't think that it's fully brought together in a completely effective and consistent way. But there's a lot to navigate here. Strong performances, beautiful filmmaking that makes this film a worthwhile experience. And also a thought-provoking one that might have you thinking about some things well after the film is over. But those are my thoughts on Dance First. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.